Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and in this video I wanted to show you a makeover of this Christmas card that I did in 2017, and I'm remaking it using the Animal Outing Bundle in the new annual catalog that came out in June 2018 of Stampin' Up. And we're going to be making this card. So you can see it has basically the same elements of this card, the same layout, but it's totally different because of a different stamp set, different designer paper, different feel altogether. And I'm making this one into a thank you card. So let's get started. I'm using some designer paper in Melon Mambo. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to match these two corners up here and give it a good crease with my bone folder right there on the 4 1/4 inch mark. Okay, now for the backing here, I have the Animal Expedition Designer Series paper, which is part of this suite. And this stamp set also comes with coordinating framelits that cut these out. But today I'm just using the animals, and I'm using my layering squares framelits to cut out the images and the backing. So for this, I have 4 by 5 1/4, and let's go ahead and apply that to our card base. And we're going to do a landscape card going across like this. And then I have two more patterns of that paper. This one is cut at 1 1/2 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to layer that right across just like that to give me some contrast between the stamped image and that busy backing there with those cute little birds. Okay, let me get my line up straight here. That's good. All right, and then I have another piece of that Animal Expedition paper cut at 1/2 by 5 1/4, and we're going to just put that right down the center of this other 1 1/2 inch piece. Just eyeball it and get it on there. Okay, very good. Now, I've already started coloring my little image here, this little rhino. And in the previous one, what I did is I just got enthusiastic in my coloring, and I colored his tusk in the smoky slate, light smoky slate with the Stampin' blends. Those are our alcohol markers. So what I did is I took my color lifter and lifted up some of that color off of his tusk so it would stand out from the rest of his body. On this one, I'm going to try using our ivory Stampin' blends and just see how that goes. I don't know if I like that now that I'm coloring it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the color off, and I'm going to try not to get too close to the edge so it won't run off the side of the tusk. It's just this color lifter blends, and it also pulls some of the color up. So I didn't want it quite so ivory beigey looking, so I'm pulling some of this color up. And you really should be patient and let it dry, but you know me, I'm just gonna go for it there. And I'm liking that a lot better. Okay, and as it dries, it will even lighten up a little more. So I colored the rhino in smoky slate light and did some accent with the dark, and then I started doing the grass down here with light old olive just to give him a foundation to stand on there. And I have the little bird in dark pool party, and I'm going to do his beak in light daffodil delight. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take my light pool party, and I like to sometimes go around the image just to give it some I don't know, it's like a shadow, but to me it kind of grounds it and keeps it from looking like it's floating on the page. if you understand what I'm saying. There may be a technical term for it. I'm not really a technical person when it comes to coloring, so I'm just saying what I'm doing. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. Just kind of makes him pop off that whisper white background. So this was cut with the I believe this is a 2 5/8 inch. No, let's see. 2 and probably the 2 3/4 inch square. Okay, from the layering. It's the one that fits, gives it a little border, but yet gives it plenty of room. And then I took 2 of the largest, no, the largest scallop square, and I cut Melon Mambo and Pool Party, and I'm going to use that for my backing behind the rhino. And when I have an image like such as this, and I'm backing with one of the layered framelets, either circles or ovals or squares, if I'm using the largest one, but yet I want a little bit more behind it, I'll cut 2 of the same size but in different colors, and then just offset it there to adhere it together. So let's get this down. And this is Melon Mambo over the Pool Party. Okay, and then I'm just going to center that rhino. Right there. And that way, he kind of pops off that background with that print behind him. Okay, but first I'm going to add some of this lovely leaf ribbon. And this is also part of this suite. And so I'm just going to lay down some snail adhesive. You could use liquid if you want. I like this because it's done. I don't have to wait for it to dry. And it's not going to slide around while I'm working with it. Notice I'm leaving it on the bolt, and I'm just doing basically a zigzag pattern. And then I'm going to come back this way, lay that down. And so it's really basically loose around the edges where it's going to extend beyond the rhino like that. Okay, so now I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals and make him pop up a little more. Okay, and then we're going to be finished, and I'll show you how I finished the inside of the card. Okay, here we go. Center that just like that. See, isn't that a cute little card? And I decided to leave the sentiment off the front and put it on the inside. And so I just simply stamped "Thank you big time" in Memento black ink. Okay, so you could see how I took this card idea and just duplicated it with new product and something that wasn't holiday, and it just works like a charm. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Please visit my website at inkandinspirations.com, and I will see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.